there was a boy named Victor Crowley. He was born deformed, and sadly, folks weren't too kind to him. So he spent most of his life hidden in his dad's house out in the bayou. One Halloween night, some local kids came throwing firecrackers at the house to tease him, and the house caught on fire. When Victor's dad arrived home, the house was up in flames. He went to the barn, grabbed a hatchet, and started chopping down the front door. But what he didn't know was that Victor was pressed up against the other side, trying to get out. He hit him square in the face with that hatchet, and poor Victor Crowley died. His dad went into mourning and became an unknown after that, and never left the house, never spoke to anyone, and he passed away about 10 years later. That's when the story started. They say people tend to disappear in that swamp, and if you get close enough to the old Crowley house at night, you can still hear Victor Crowley, still roaming in the woods, still crying for his dad. That's what's posted on the official site of a new slasher film called Hatchet. Hatchet came out about a month and a half ago on DVD, and it's a very interesting slasher film. Now, they have some pretty big names when it comes to horror, because the killer in the film, Victor Crowley, is played by Kane Hodder, I believe he's called, who was in The Hills Have Eyes Part 2. He played Jason in Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. He was in The Devil's Reset. He was in Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. He played Jason once again. And he was also in Jason X, Daredevil, Again. I doubt I need to say more on him. Pumpkinhead 2, he was also in, and Children at the Corn 5 or 4. I'm not quite sure which one. And then, also in the film, is Robert Englund. In case you don't know who he is, he's been nominated a couple times for Best Supporting Actor, and he played Freddy Krueger, the Killer in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, in every single Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and in the Freddy vs. Jason movie. He's also been in Urban Legend, Freddy's, once again, all the Nightmare on Elm Street films as Freddy Krueger. Also in the film is Tawny Todd, who played the voice of the devil in Final Destination 3, and he had a role in Final Destination 1, which he reprised in came back to do and act out in Final Destination 2. He also played Ben in Night of the Living Dead. And he was also in Candyman. Well, Sadie McNabb is also in the film, and she is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And Joshua Leonard is in it, and he's from the Blair Witch Project. The film has two taglines. The first one's "Stay out of the swamp," and the second one's my favorite, and that is its second tagline, which is, "It's not a remake, it's not a sequel, and it's not based on Japanese one, old school American horror." It's directed, produced, and written by Adam Green. And people say that this is one of the best slasher films in years. One magazine movie critic said Victor Crowley will be the first film killer in years to join the upper ranks of Michael, Jason, and Freddy. He is the next big thing in horror. Another person said, if you put Hatchet head to head with pretty much any post-Halloween slasher, it's the new film that will emerge as the winner. Hatchet absolutely rules. Another person wrote, amongst the greatest slasher flicks of all time, I stood up and shouted after being blown away from the amazingness that just graced the screen. And I've seen screenshots and trailers for it. It looks like a very gruesome movie, and I'm definitely gonna go see it. When I see it, be sure to post my thoughts on the movie up here on YouTube. Anyways, I hope this video convince some people to go see the movie.